button. I pressed the button. See?
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I was wearing this jumper last week. I meant to go and change it so it doesn't look like I wear it all the time. I have washed it in between.
Your secret is out. Andrea only ever wears this jumper.
I have washed it. I promise I've washed it.
Right.
I was just saying I look very washed out and tired. Well, that's probably because I am.
Warning.
Washed out and tired.
We are woefully ill-prepared.
Oh.
Exhausted and disorganized, right? Like any of that is a surprise to any of you. I'm just going to check the mic's going. Let's go there. 1 2 1 2.
That's no, wrong mic.
Oh, hold up.
There you go. That'll be better.
1 2 1 2. Right.
Yeah. Oh, Dave knows.
Whatever, Dave. We sorted it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, welcome. We're going to be a bit fried because, well, particularly Andrea, I had a massive nap.
Yeah, I didn't. I had to cook dinner. I
barely slept last night, and we have been out most of the day gathering goodies.
Yeah, and we were out yesterday gathering goodies. It's been quite a busy weekend. 2
jumble trails.
We are surrounded with tat, and I can barely move.
It's. I wish you could see it. It's quite hilarious. The floor, the side, in front of me here, everywhere there. It's stuff. So we're just going to show you stuff and talk about it. And I've researched a little bit. I just haven't had time because I had a nap for like 2 hours.
Yeah. You were doing my research for me yesterday, so that's nice.
Yes. But first, as ever, I want to say some thank yous and hellos. Big thank you to Jack, who bought the CD, wanted me to show it in a picking and packing video, but I'm not making other content apart from the lives at the minute. But I did put a little note in. Hopefully you've got it by now. So thanks for that, Jack. Louise, who sent us something, we'll show you in a second. Andrew, thank you very much for your order of the Erasure 12 inches and something else with it. Oh, yeah, Gorillas went with it as well. And a shout out to Connie, whose mum Linda bought a Gruffalo bag for Connie.
No sound.
Hope.
Do we have sound?
Nobody else is saying no sound.
James says fine here.
Yeah, the mic is on. You might have muted us by mistake. So anyway, hi to Connie.
Yes.
Connie. We've done it. I was worried I was going to forget. So thanks, Linda, for the order. Hopefully you're in and you've seen it. Yeah, people can hear us. That's fine.
That's good.
So do you want to show that and talk about this?
I do.
This was from Louise.
Got a super chat, which I need to
Ooh.
Highlight before it disappears. From BC Eagle Deb said, "Hi Nick and Andrea, greetings from Middlesex County, Massachusetts. Just wanted to support the channel." Well, thank you, Debs. Thank you. Very much appreciate that.
That's lovely. Good to see you from Massachusetts. See, that's a state we haven't done.
See, I've said Deb, assuming that that's your actual name, but it might not be. So anyway, thank you. We very much appreciate that. Yeah, this is probably the coolest thing that we've ever received.
It was, I'll say it was a surprise.
Yeah.
And then we were like, and then both stared at it for an hour trying to find different bits in it. You'll have to show it. It won't make sense.
The more that you look at it, hang on, I need to take that off.
Just click on another comment and then take the other comment back off again.
There we go. Yeah, so I'll show you. We received this.
You can't get it all in.
Can you see that? Yeah, so literally the more you look at it, the more you find.
Well, what were you particularly impressed with? I can't remember. Oh, it's the note from your nan.
Yeah, the detail and the thoughtfulness that has gone into this. It's just blown my mind.
I like the old Our Price logo here.
It's got a little bit of all the things that we love, things that we've talked about, things that we've shown in videos.
Pet Shop Boys Funko Pop.
Yeah. It's got you know, like just down to
Wicker,
the little
Super Nintendo.
the wicker, the gaming, but just down to the little details. Like I did a Q&A video on my channel and I talked about some of my favorite things.
Breakfast Club.
And the Breakfast Club movie is one of my favorite movies.
There's a
and
Mac.
The Winnie the Pooh House at Pooh Corner is my Treasure Island book. That's the one that I would take on a Treasure Island with me. And I've gone to the trouble of putting in the inscription that's inside this book from my grandparents that I talked about in my video. And that just made me so emotional when I saw that. It's just, you know, the thought and the work and everything that's gone into this is just incredible. I think this is just that.
We think that.
No, I think that is just the where they got the frame from.
Oh, I didn't know if that was
No,
if it was done as a
is.
business, right?
No.
Maybe not. So that's from Louise, who messaged and let us know. So it didn't turn up with a note, so we were a bit confused.
If you want to look at this in more detail, I've posted a picture of it on my Instagram. So you can go over to Instagram and have a look. But yeah, again, like just the little details of like Lisa Simpson saying friends not food, which is, you know, a nod to me eating a plant-based diet. And then here, be kind to everything that lives. And yeah, just all the little things that you love as well. Or there's, what was that? Be
vegan.
Oh yeah.
No, go vegan.
And little Winnie the Pooh.
Spent hours looking into this. Every now and again goes, something else.
I spent hours looking at it, and I just think, yeah, it's one of the loveliest things that we've ever received. So thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm going to say a few quick hellos, and then we're going to have to crack on because we're not going to be able to show half of this kit.
Yeah.
And we're going to struggle to keep our brains working because we're exhausted. Right. So I can't get back to the back. We'll back to the beginning. See?
Can you?
Brain's already gone.
There's a super chat, and we're going to miss it if you don't highlight it.
Oh no, you did that one, didn't you?
No, there's another one.
Oh, hang on. Oh, we've done that one.
There.
Oh, it's BC Eagle Deb. The translation of my handle. Here you go. BC Boston College. My alma mater Eagle.
Alma
mater. Oh, is that to do with college?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Eagle, our mascot. Deb, my name. So it does make sense. Yes. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to say a few quick hellos and then we'll share some stuff.
I just noticed that Lex has put, "I know you better than you know yourselves," and that's very true. Amazing.
Rich, hi Rich, it was good to see you live the other night. Alan is in doing his best Jimi Hendrix impression. Peter Ray, Jilly, good evening Kirsten and Kim, Ian. Oh, I did send you a message. I don't know if you've got back to me again. Paul, isn't it? News Note Junkie. I'm terrible with names. Speaking of which, we saw a couple of people today. Had a lovely chat with two separate people.
Sanjay, I remember Sanjay.
Sanjay, who had been up from 4 o'clock, cycled to a boot sale, which wasn't local to him.
No.
Went boot sailing and then cycled to this jumble trail and was cycling around it. And it wasn't a small one, the one today. It was massive. We were in, where were we?
Where were we? We went to Chingford.
Chingford. And we had a lovely chat with Sanjay.
Do you know what your name is?
Not really, no. And just after I spoke to Sanjay, I picked up, I don't know where it is. We'll find it. And we didn't get the name of the chap we saw at one of the first stalls we went to, did we? But we had a chat with a guy right at the beginning. So if we saw you today, thanks for coming up and saying hi. Right, a few more hellos and we will share things. Okay. What's this? I had to stop watching
Line of Duty.
Oh, Line of Duty. Oh, that's on tonight. We're going to lose everybody.
Well, it's the final tonight.
The final.
Yeah.
Who's going to win?
It's the final episode.
It's the final of Line of Duty. Who gets the big prize? I couldn't give a monkeys. I've not been watching it.
Oh, I've got into it now.
Oh,
I forgot to put it on record though.
Fergie's Fun Finds. It's Dave. I've already said hi to Dave. Niall, Anna, lots and lots of people. Okay, we won't say hi to everyone. I'm going to whiz down. Wow, so much chat. Okay. Just checking I've not missed anything. Oh, hi Nick and Andrea. Messaged you on Instagram. Oh, if you messaged me on Instagram, I'm a little bit behind, shall we say, on messages on there. Bought vintage Guess Who, missing one card, which you sell. Do you have any spare pegs? We've got a listing running of pegs on our shop. We do sell the spare pegs and we sell the cards. So yes, quick answer. Sue. Right, okay. Where do we start?
I don't know.
Oh, hi, Lainey. Good to see you. Right.
Are we taking it in turns? Because, yeah, this could be a bit crazy.
Oh, my God. Just grab something.
I'll grab the thing that's right here. Brass elephant. Shall we do it like this? Brass elephant.
I was looking at him the other night. He's quite a basic thing, really. Not a particularly detailed sculpt, but he has a big bum hole for big elephant poos, right?
Well, that's what you need.
Yeah. I can't remember what you paid or where you got that one from. That was yesterday, wasn't it?
It was £1, wasn't it?
That must be.
I think so.
Also, what was £1? One of the last things we bought today.
That's one of my favourite things.
It's really cute. I'm pretty sure it's a Wedgwood one, but it's lost its little sticker. We've had a similar thing before, haven't we? I think he's meant to be a robin. Well, he looks like one because he's got the red breast. Yeah. Really chubby little bird, paperweight. He's not marked, but I'm pretty happy he's a Wedgwood based on the shape. I've seen.
That's just the moulding. Yeah. I thought it was chipped then.
No, it's just been pressed and it's not chipped. But he was pound. That was right at the end of the day. Stores were packing up.
Yeah, I had a blue one. That was what it was. It was smaller, but I had a blue one.
It had a little sticker there. You can see it's a little bit of glue residue.
But I love that, and I think that we might keep it for a little while.
Keep it for a little while. Yeah. So that was that. Yeah. You bought some random fish.
Yeah, I bought some fish.
Give me one. I'll see if I can show. Are they marked?
They are. They've got this. They've got that mark on the bottom.
That's like a piece of fish symbol.
I think they possibly could be ashtrays, but you'd use them as trinket dishes as well. But yeah, paid, what was it? £3 for the pair, I think. Yeah,
it seemed very random at the time. This was the store where Ellen bought a feminism mug.
Yeah,
that was very rude.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, it's tiny little bit chipped on the underneath, but
I think as a
the
pair.
rest of it is.
Would you sell them as a pair? Because I would.
Yeah.
I didn't share. Oh, I didn't share Cliff's mask he sent me, which is in the car, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you left it in the car.
Cliff had a mask made for me with Depeche Mode Violator roses on it. I've been using it, Cliff, so I can't show it. I think it's in the car. Where is it? Hang on. Oh yeah, it's not in my pocket. So yeah, thanks, Cliff. I've already thanked him, but yeah, that was cool. And then we also were sent this, Alan, because it needs repair. It's got a damaged disc. I've had a look. That's totally repairable, so I will get that repaired, and yeah, keep it in use. So thank you very much. Sending this DVD for you to hopefully fix and resell, and that's from Alan. So thank you for that. Nearly forgot. Okay. Is there anything else I've forgotten to mention?
I bought a wine goblet.
That doesn't do it justice how big this thing is. Yeah, it's as big as your head.
Yeah, I think it's more to put a plant in than anything else. But
no, you're going to use that as a wine goblet. I know you.
But yeah,
you could get best really part of a bottle in there.
Oh, definitely, easily.
It's not marked or anything, is it? It's just like a bit of studio.
Yeah, I just liked it. Actually, I wasn't sure if that was marking. Yeah, it is. Buxton.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Buxton something.
Okay. Oh, good morning from Australia. Good morning, Mark. Yeah, Heather.
I'll have to get the magnifying glass out on that one, but
It's a lot of wine.
yeah. I did buy a wine carafe as well, didn't I? A pottery one somewhere. Don't know where it is though.
Oh goodness! You know what? I haven't. I haven't looked back at the Monster High. I keep meaning to look at the Monster High stuff and get a price.
Oh.
I apologise. I'm so disorganised, and we've had. I know it's a poor excuse, but we've had a lot going on. I know we're taking time off YouTube, but that's because we've got a lot of other things going on. So, no, but yes, I will.
No, but yeah, but.
Yeah, but no, but. Ooh. I saw DM on the Violator tour at the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Spectrum. And I saw them at Wembley that year. That was the 1990 tour. I think it went into 91 as well, but in the UK they were touring that through late 90. And it's still probably my favourite gig of all time.
Wow, that's dedication for you, Mark. 3:20 a.m. where Mark is.
Wow. Oh, I found
and Dave apparently bought enough keyboards to resell to be in a prog synth band.
Nice.
Say that properly.
Start your own band.
Yeah.
Be the next. Yes. I found some GameCube games, which always makes me excited because it was a console that I had. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, and just really love finding Nintendo GameCube stuff because you don't find much of it anymore. Sadly, they're pretty poor titles. We've got Ace Golf, which is a bit meh, hardly worth bothering with, and Nightfire, which isn't great. It's probably a tenner. This might be a fiver, but it's just nice to find GameCube stuff. They had another one which didn't have a disc in. Both complete. 50 pence each, so I wasn't going to leave them behind, even though they are fairly bog standard titles. I bought loads of media, most of which isn't worth showing you, but I did buy somebody's complete CD collection from the 90s. I might go and grab a box. There's quite a few boxes full of CDs.
Okay. Carol says it's Buxton Mill Pottery. Yes, I think
okay.
That's probably what that says.
Do you want me to write that on a note and stick it? You can stick it in it.
Yeah.
Because you can read it.
Susan wants to know, are we dishing out lines like Carla did because she's late? No, Susan, we're just going to make you stand in the corner.
Stand in the corner with one of those big D hats on. Did they used to actually do that to people, do you think?
Not when I was at school.
No.
But they did make you stand in the corner.
I used to get whacked. I used to get whacked with a ruler.
Yeah, on the back. Yeah, on the
palm in the hand.
Yeah.
I used to have to do that, because I was a very naughty boy.
I'm just going to try not to shut the stream down. I'm going to shut the
what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Down because we're lagging a bit.
Are we lagging? Okay.
We're lagging.
I found.
There you go. I successfully did it without making us disappear.
Name the kids' TV show. The fact that it's a train might throw you off, but this will give you a clue. So tap points to the first person. Name the TV show. There's a clue. Hold me carriage.
I had to hold this carriage earlier.
Well, be useful. Oh, who's his? Oh, Dave's in first. Dave's in first. Yes, it's Postman Pat. This isn't Postman Pat, but he looks a bit suspiciously like Postman Pat. Yeah, these are good. I did a quick search before we went live. I've not sold this for a long time, and I didn't know if values had kept high. Somebody managed to get 30 just for the train and a couple of figures, but anywhere from 20 upwards. If you get it with a load of the figures, you can ask more. But yeah, the Postman Pat stuff. Now it has sounds and it's electric. I've not tested it. Oh, hang on.
Postman Pat drove a van, not a train.
Yeah, but that's not Postman Pat. I was just saying. This is, I don't know, Jimmy the train driver, whatever. It's not Postman Pat. Postman Pat's very similar looking mate who drives the train.
Now broken.
Timmy the train driver.
Oh, is that,
I don't know, I'm
is
making this stuff up. Anyway, it's not coming on, so it needs new batteries. Yeah.
Fergie's Fun Find said, I think.
What?
Hang on, it's jumped. I think the guy with the hat is AJ.
Well, this guy? That's Timmy the train driver. We've just established that. It's AJ. Okay. Train driver Tim. Ash agrees with me.
He's a replacement. Postman Pat was in court defending himself against fraud allegations.
AJ Baines. Oh, we're getting
there
all
you
the
go.
detail now. I prefer Timmy the train driver. So that's
Can
why.
I stop holding your carriage now?
If you like. Anyway. Pound into an easy 20. Might wait for a bit more.
Oh, here we go. Look. Hello. Hello, Nick and Andrea. It was Hafiz. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly.
Oh, hi.
Who saw you today with my daughter at your first stall. It was nice meeting you.
Yes, lovely to say hi to you. Hope you found a few goodies. We didn't bump into each other again. It was so vast, wasn't it? It was like, and we at one point I think we went to 5 stalls. We were driving, not walking around. It was too big. We went to 5 in a row that hadn't even bothered to set up. It got really frustrating, didn't it, early on?
Have you got anything else running behind this? Because it's very...
Well, what you do, bear with, just go to force quit.
Oh, it might be
iMovie.
That's what it is.
Force quit iMovie and QuickTime Player. I'll leave that open.
Okay. Hopefully that will make it slightly better.
Same stool. I have not looked into exactly what this is, but I recognise from a distance some Lego tracks. £1 for the bag. It was always coming home with me, but I have no idea what it is. Oh, manual.
Oh, James has got all the information. Look, AJ Baines, Series 3 to present, is a train driver. He's in charge of the Pencaster Flyer, as well as his beloved Greendale Rocket steam train. He and his family have moved to Pencaster from India.
Wow, that's all the info. Anyway, Lego, not going to leave it behind. It's a cool little Sony. I've sold these before. Very bog standard, sort of 1990s AM FM radio. Still sell for £10-12. Just bog standard, flip it quick kind of stock. Easy to post, easy to list.
Stall asks, tell me, when these jumble trails say they start at 10 or 11, do they, or does it pay to get there earlier? It probably does pay to get there earlier, but we never do because we're always late.
I try and get these two. Ellen came with us as well.
No, we did get there 5 minutes early today.
Yeah. It varies a lot, doesn't it?
It does vary. Sometimes you can get to the stall that you decide to go to first and they're not even set up. And sometimes they've been set up for a while. So yeah, it just varies. It is worth getting there
a little bit early just in case to get some bargains.
But yeah, generally probably more on the dot because I think people get a little bit annoyed if you turn up a bit early.
Oh, this was interesting. Oh, this was we went charity shopping. We went charity shopping last week. That's still on the floor.
Oh yeah,
this is a Duplo. I think it's from a zoo set. And it would have had like animals on it. Or was it a castle set, this one? Don't know. It's a tan base board. And yeah, they do well. I think I've sold similar things for sort of 15, 20 before.
Oh, Dave's just said,
What?
Royal Mail is going 7 days a week delivery for parcels. So that might mean that eBay might include weekends in their dispatch time allowance. So does that mean no more weekends? I hope not.
They can't force us to work weekends and include that week.
They probably will try.
They can't do that, though. Because if you've got a 2-day dispatch time, yeah, that means you've got to be packing over a weekend if someone buys something like Friday night or something.
Oh. But you still can't ship it out on a Sunday. You might be able to have it delivered to you on a Sunday, but we can't ship out on a Sunday, though, can we? So with that thought in mind, probably not then. We're still really laggy. I'm really sorry that we're laggy tonight.
Is Ellen downloading
it's a reflection
something?
of our brains.
I grabbed one of these. Now, this may seem unusual if you've not looked up these before. You've all seen this. I had one of these in the 1990s. I bought one of these in 1997. It goes through your steering wheel and then locks it so you can't drive it away.
I remember using that all the time.
Yeah. Surprisingly, these still sell for around 25, I think is kind of the going rate. So I picked this one up for £1, and that's about the money I will aim for. It's a weird one, but they're still really popular. Obviously, if you are going to pick them up, ideally they should have 2 keys. They came with a spare. Usually you will find them with 1. Yeah. And if you do pick them up, just check the mechanism. It takes a second to lock it and then release it. He says launching the key. Just check it's not seized or anything. But yeah, they're really handy. And well, they're really good sellers. I've sold a few, but not for a while. I think the last one was ages ago I had.
Sue says better laggy than saggy and baggy.
Okay. I'll take your word for it, but yeah, sounds good. I'll take laggy. Oh, now we went to a stall yesterday, and it was a chap.
Yeah, he looked like he was house clearance because everything was in cardboard boxes, all laid out, all sorted. But it turned out that actually he was his mum had gone into a care home, so he was actually clearing out her house, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
I said to him, didn't I?
A chat with him, didn't we?
I said, "Are you a house clearance?" Because it just looked like that sort of stuff, and I wanted to gauge kind of who he was and what the situation was. And he said exactly what you said. So we had a good rummage and bought loads of gear off him.
Yeah. And one thing we found from him was vintage Christmas lights.
Yeah, this is a good one, actually. Vintage Christmas lights always surprise me. I don't think it surprises you because you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, I've sold Christmas lights before.
But people pay up for the vintage.
Trying not to...
decorations and lights.
Yeah, they're like candles, these ones. They're really cool.
Yeah, they're sort of about 4-inch tall candles.
Yeah. Try not to tip out the contents.
They've got quite big bulbs.
Yeah, and they clip on with little pegs. So, yeah, they're really cool.
I don't know that when it's not wired up, it needs a plug wiring on it.
Yeah. So
it's going to be a bit of a fiddle. I couldn't tell you what we'll sell those for, but I wouldn't be surprised if we'd get 30 quid for that.
Yeah, but he was pretty much £1 for everything. Not for everything, but £1 each, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Things, so.
Did we get the elephant from that guy?
No, that was a different store.
Oh. But what we did get from that guy, now, Andrea, you kind of made a heap. I found a few things.
Yeah, and then I pointed this out and I said, I'm just not sure about this. I'm not sure. And I was ready to leave it behind. And the reason I was ready to leave it behind, I thought it was stained. Turns out it was just filthy.
I've since cleaned it.
I thought it had like yellow staining all over it. So I decided I was going to leave it behind. And then he said £1. And then you said, right, that's it. I'm just going to buy it for £1.
Well, I had to go and move the car because like an Asda delivery lorry was trying to get through.
Yeah.
And my Mini was parked in not a very good place. You know what it's like at these jumble trials. You just stop the car and run in and have a look. But we were there for like half an hour because they had so much stuff. Anyway, so I was off up the road, reparking the car. Came back and Andrea had done the deal on the heap of stuff we'd already found.
Yeah.
And then I kept looking at this.
Yeah. And it is
I
stunning.
decided it was that ugly that somebody would love it.
I just said, I said it's stunning, and you went, is that ugly?
And so it turns out I've done a little bit of research. I couldn't find the exact one, but I found one by the same maker with exactly the same stopper, but a different shape. It had a square edged one that sold for 50, and it's 60s blue milk glass. They called it a decanter. I guess you would call that a decanter, but it's got like grapes. I don't know, which would indicate wine.
It would.
Hey,
yeah.
Clever. Anyway, so it's one of those moments
here's
where
still with the information.
Oh, there we go.
It's
Oh yes, that did come up a lot when I was looking up these things.
Yeah, and genie bottle. We did know that.
Oh yes, yes.
We had that information, but yeah, I mean that was the reason that it caught my eye in the first place because I looked at it, I thought, oh, that's possibly a genie bottle,
and it also looked like it was cracked, which I think was another reason
it looked like it was cracked, but I think it's just in the molding. The
colouring is streaky as well, so it's kind of it looks like it's got hairline cracks, but it's just the way the colouring goes on it, I think.
So it's a good job Nick came back and said, no, we're just going to take you for £1.
But honestly, it was filthy as hell.
Did you say how much it's worth?
Well, I'm going to shoot for 50.
Yeah.
And see what happens, right? But when you only invested £1, I might take an offer.
Yeah. Craig said, I love the colour. Be better if it was full. I agree. I could then use my new wine glass.
Now, Auntie Sue, are you still in? Auntie Sue and I love the same sort of stuff. Duplo Sue, or Jetpluck, what does Sue call it? Duplo.
Jetpluck, yeah.
I paid, I think the sticker's still on it. Here we go. I paid £5 for the Duplo, well not I think there's several sets available, but one of the Duplo airport sets, which includes the jumbo jet with all of its wheels, which quite often are missing, the jets, which are detachable, little tail fin. These bits often get missed. Sometimes the tops are missing, which is annoying. That's how you access it to play with it. I would know, it's what I do in here all day long is play with toys. The steps are quite often missing. And then importantly, to get the added value, I mean the plane sells, I don't know, 20.
It's quite worn on the sort of lettering and the detailing.
Yeah, I might even take the stickers off because it looks mega worn. It will look better without the stickers on. But it's got everything else. So you've got the little signal tower thing, whatever you want to call it.
I just wanted to say at the store saying, is it flash glass or coloured during manufacture?
I love how you ask us that. Still as if we're going to know.
Yeah. Still learning on that one. I have no idea.
Anyway, let me finish this quickly. So this has all of the airport vehicles, this which tows the plane, a bunch of figures, loads of the extras. So I'm going to shoot for 40 to 50 because it's the whole set rather than just the plane. So that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heavy.
Huh. Right.
No.
Shall I reach for something down here? This is something I picked up today. I got 2 sets of curtains, and they are vintage St. Michael. So that's the design on the curtains. They smell vintage.
They smell vintage.
Yeah. And then also got a matching duvet cover as well with the frill around the edge, which
they smell of old people.
They smell like they've been in a cupboard for a long time.
They smell of Nana and Grandad house smell.
They are possibly 1980s from that label.
Does that make you
it
think
might actually even have a date on it. Let's have a look.
Does that make you think of grandparents?
Yeah. No date. But yeah, they look like they're 80s. But yeah, so 2 sets of curtains and a duvet cover for how much did we get in the end? We got it for £10, the whole lot, didn't we? The way she had it marked up, it would have come to about £13.50. And
because we bought several sets. I
yeah,
think. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Oh, that was the store with Sherbs, the dog.
Oh yeah,
she
had a gorgeous was it a Labrador? No. Was it a Labrador? Yes, it was.
Very spoilt Labrador. It was very chubby in a little coat.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Sat there with a face on, looking grumpy, and I said, "Can I come and say hello to your dog?" So me and Sherbs had a moment. His name was Sherbet.
Had a moment.
We did, didn't we? We were getting on like a house on fire.
I did actually get that on film, actually. So when you see my vlog, then
Andrew was filming today, so there'll be a vlog. And so I met Sherbs.
And no word of a lie, we met a dog that was this size today. He would have fitted in my hand. He was the tiniest dog I've ever seen in my entire life.
Called Elsa.
Oh, I said he. It's a she.
Yeah.
She was in tiniest dog I've ever seen, and she was so gorgeous.
Was it a Chihuahua?
Chihuahua something. Yeah, it was a mix.
Like smaller than a cat.
Yeah. Oh, way smaller than a cat. It was like a newborn piglet.
Yes, it was like a little pig.
Man.
Wow, I'm gonna. Now one of my favourite finds was some really nice vintage Kenwood stuff yesterday.
Oh, actually. Yeah. Oh, this was from probably the best store of the day yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah. There's another store, sadly, where the ladies
a handbag dog or a handbag dog. Yeah. Well, Ellen bought us a bag from that stall, and she said I could fit the dog in his bag.
We went to a store where it was a similar story where a lady was clearing out her mother's possessions.
It's funny because we went to 2 stores that were doing very similar thing.
Yeah. But they were lovely. We had quite a chat with them and bought all sorts of gubbins. So I got some vintage Kenwood add-ons, like what's the word I'm looking for? Accessories. So we've got the coffee grinder. Can't remember what that goes for, but it sells quite well. So these add on to the vintage Kenwood chefs, etc. And then we've got.
Steve said it's a specialist breed: Champter, Chihuahua, and hamster.
Chihuahua hamster mix. Wow, they're quite rare. They are.
Yeah, it was definitely what you would call a toy dog. I've never seen a dog so small.
Yeah, crazy. And it's the first dog of that.
A teacup Chihuahua, is that a thing? Because if it is, then I would say yes, because you could probably put it in a teacup.
I was surprised how instantly I fell for this little thing. You know, I've seen them in the handbags, and it all looks very not for me. But oh my god, this thing was adorable. Anyway, there's the Mincer, but the star of the show. Here you are. We can play that. What's the game where you have to load yourself up and then you have a cabbage?
Crackerjack.
The star of the show, I think, is this one. Oh my god, there's so much stuff here.
There's a lot of stuff. We might not get through it all tonight.
Oh, there's no way.
Oh, Selena says yes, definitely teacup Chihuahua.
Right, okay, Selena.
Yeah.
It was so cool. So this one is slow speed shredder and slicer. So this on its own, I'm going to probably shoot for about 40, and I don't think it's ever been used. It is frighteningly sharp. This thing, it would be lethal. Revolving razor sharp blades. I mean, they are just yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks, if you look at it, I would be surprised if that was used more than once. So
ceramic?
No, it's steel, but it's
okay.
just been sprayed. Yeah, so that right up my alley. I love buying and selling this stuff. And we got a deal on everything. These ended up being £10 for the lot. But I reckon 46, probably about £80 I'd look to get back. So yeah, that was good. I can't remember what else we got there. Do you remember what?
It's in the box behind my chair, I think.
Oh, I don't know how this was packed now. This is so razor sharp.
Okay, well, don't touch it then.
Right. It's like a Tetris puzzle.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Julie says that shredder is giving me the willies. Yes.
Yeah.
Kim says they don't build them like they used to.
No.
They don't.
Oh, I love it. I've sold this before. How chunky and amazing this little mincer is. They're just so well made. That's been used, but probably once or twice. It's so clean, really. You can tell that one was actually had some use. Right. So I enjoyed finding that.
Yeah. Do you want to grab the box behind? I can't really move, and you're on a swivel chair.
Which box? There's loads of
the
boxes.
one that's got the tray in it, because that's where we got.
Oh, it's over there.
Oh, okay. I thought it was behind me. Because this is what we got from this lady. So much stuff.
Oh yeah, this was my favourite find of yesterday. Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
That was what I got in a charity shop.
Oh, this was cool. That's your thing. And
Carla picked up one, a lighter, like nibbles tray.
Still likes a chunky little mincer.
And it does. It looks wood effect, but it's actually melamine.
It's Calepio.
Yeah.
Calepio. I did a little bit of research. I'm going to shoot for 20 because the circular one with the divisions is a bit unusual. They come usually as rectangular or slightly curved rectangular trays, the very 70s looking ones.
Yeah.
But that kind of nibbles tray is a bit unusual, so I think I'm going to aim for 20. They're not big money in them, but it's a sort of that kind of suits your style, 70s.
Yeah, totally. I mean, this is the stuff that I picked up from her.
Yeah. So people collect that 70s sort of look. Wow, there's random gear in here. Oh, random My Horse and Me. Should get maybe a tenner back on that. 50p. Someone's been drawing in it, if you're wondering.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Kids have had a pencil in there.
Oh no. I didn't even notice that.
Someone's been drawing on the insides of your seal because it's all pencil marks all inside.
Oh man.
It's nothing amazing. I did look this up. You'd be lucky to get a tenner out of it.
Oh, okay.
But it is such a cool little thing. Yeah. What was it? It was oh, I did look it up because I couldn't. Cornwall. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Anyway, it's a little ceramic seal for £1.
Yeah. Yeah, the trays do also come with inset dishes. So she didn't have any of those, but
Trivial Pursuit for Giants. Yes,
yeah.
That's what Lex said. Actually, I think, didn't she? When I showed it to Lex.
Did she?
Oh, you grabbed these.
Hi, Neil.
I wasn't sure because these have got on the bottom.
Was this from the same lady? I think it was, wasn't it?
December 39.
Yeah.
Are they that old?
Don't know. That's why I picked them up, though.
It's hand painted. Someone looks like they've
made in Portugal.
They're tourist wear, though, aren't they? Really?
Well, most likely, but they're still quite collectible.
It says December 39 on both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. You grabbed them and we brought them home.
Yeah.
Now,
just got to go for it, haven't you?
I sanitized my horns because I thought I'd have a go at blowing my horn.
No, am I going to go deaf?
I have no idea how to do this. Do you want to try one?
No. Oh, I found some more stuff from the man.
These were from the guy that we were talking about. What did you get from that guy? Oh yeah, the big fugly pot thing, the decanter. We got loads of stuff from him, including 2 of these horns. So this they've got little mouthpieces on. So ready?
No.
Yes. Skills. Anyway, you got a tiny little one.
You'll be sanitizing them again before you list them.
So is that like from a bull?
Josh thinks that the seal will go for about £7. He sold one before Christmas. It'll probably go for less because it's got scribble inside it.
Yeah, I did look them up. The max I'd seen them go for was a tenner. So yeah, 7 sounds about right. And then
Amy thinks that sounds lovely.
what animal is that though?
I don't know.
Okay, right, you ready?
No. I was cooking yesterday and I could hear you doing that in here.
You can tell I've practiced, right? Anyway, these were £1 each, and we thought we'd bring them home. I have no idea. We've never sold anything like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what more to say on that.
So this is from the man that it was from the same man, isn't it? We bought the horns and the genie bottle from.
Walrus? No, surely not. Some sort of horny cow.
Yeah. So picked up a little German jug from him. No, yeah, there's a German jug from him because can't resist a jug.
Bovine horn, yes. See, skill. I have the skills. I've also got the horn. Lovely. See? Lovely. Oh, okay.
So he says, oh, tuneful, lovely.
Tuneful. I like it. Just like being in the Alps. You see, I have talent. I've been telling you this for years. I have talent.
And then these were nice. Pair of brass candlesticks.
Pitiful? That's
Yes.
just rude.
Absolutely. So yeah, brass candlesticks. I'm just going to talk to myself now. Am I carrying on with the haul while I go?
Yeah, I'm tuning you out.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried. These were completely full of
Blue tack.
Blue tack. I bought. Look, it's here. Look how much
Yeah.
blue tack came out of them.
It's gonna be
They had
fun.
somebody had put tiny, skinny candles in. Massive wadges of blue tack.
Yeah, it's
so,
the same in these as well. There's loads of blue tack in here. Yeah, so there's another little pair of design on them.
So these all came from that same guy who was sadly clearing out his mother's house.
Yeah.
And we got everything for like 20 quid, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
And then let me move my horns.
I liked this. I think I can't. Yeah, I think there was a girl on Instagram that picked up something very similar to this. It's a little egg, and I'm not sure whether you can put like you can burn incense inside it or candle.
Nothing to do with Easter then. Like putting Easter gifts in.
Well, I mean, you could use it for anything, couldn't you? But I think they're hung to burn incense or potpourri or whatever. It's meant to, make your room smell better. But yeah, you can put a candle in it and it lights up. It just looks really pretty.
Horns and jugs. It's just filth on this channel. See,
I know.
Getting a reputation. Andrew's at it again before the watershed.
Can't help myself.
Oh yeah, and carry on. They're listening. I'm just ignoring you.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to it.
Can I share something now?
Bought a bell. It's got a deer on it.
Oh dear. Right. Well, speaking of brass, one of the first things we picked up actually yesterday, we went to a village one yesterday, which in many ways was better than the giant one in North London we went to.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? The one in London, it was too ambitious. There were like hundreds of stalls, loads hadn't set up, nowhere to park. Driving around it was a nightmare. The one in a little village nearby was much better. Anyway, one of the first stalls we walked up at, they had a box full of horse brasses, and I just said, I have no idea. I've not really bought and sold them before. I've always kind of wanted to experiment. So I said, how much for the lot? And we kind of went backwards and forwards, and I ended up at £12 for this. I did count it yesterday, 68, I think, horse brasses. So you know what I mean, horse brasses. But then on closer inspection, when I got home, most of it is what you would imagine horse brasses to be. But then there are. Ooh.
Can I just answer Lindsay's question? She says, do you get all of these pieces onto eBay the week you buy them? Or no, or do some hang around a while? I find putting new stuff on feels exciting, but I seem to have a death pile somehow. Yeah, same. Well, no, we don't get everything on the first week that we buy it.
No. That's the quick answer, no. Yeah, so...
No, so just following on from that quickly, that if you do see something that you really like on here, don't wait for us to list them. Just message us on either Instagram or Facebook, and yeah, we'll give you a price for it.
Oh yeah, if you see anything you particularly want, yeah, totally open. So 68 individual bits, but then I worked out that I think it's 14 maybe are actually plaques from steam rallies. And these are quite collected, not big value in them, but they should go okay. These, so there's a Nebworth Park one, or Nebworth House. You're not looking at much beyond the £5, but they owe me, I don't know, what did we work out? Something like 15p each or something.
Yeah. I
just think they're fascinating. Look at that traction engine on there. And then there's a whole box, not bag full of different years of the A10 steam rally. So we've got right the way sort of from the 80s through to the 2000s, and they all look very similar. So I'm going to job lot those.
Yeah, Lindsay, somewhere around that.
And I'll do these ones individually, I think.
Linda says, I've never had any luck with horse brasses unless they're antique.
Yeah, and we had this discussion. I mean, I looked into some of these, and it's very easy to find exactly the same ones. Horse brasses all over eBay. But how do you know if you've got an antique one or not? But these do look proper old. There's a few of the horse brasses I'm going to do individually because they seem to have a little bit more value. That one, for example, so we've got Victoria 1870. But again, how would you tell if that's of the period? But that exact shape and design from the same casting had sold for, was it 10 I saw? Can't remember. I looked up so much stuff yesterday. So there's a bunch of those, and there's a few commemorative ones I might lot together. Fairly common though. You know, your classic Silver Jubilee, and there's a George VI one there. So yeah, they're just really cool. I like them, and I think I'll do well. Even as a bundle, there's plenty of money in it. So I'm glad I took a punt, and I know a little tiny bit more, but not a lot, about horse brasses now. Oh, it's heavy.
James is asking if I've ever seen any Disney prototype stuff. No, I haven't. I wouldn't know what to advise on that at all, but no, never seen anything like that. Very exciting though. See,
Linda says there, I think there's a way, depending on what the reverse looks like. Yeah, I was looking at sold ones that were stating that they were genuine antique ones and comparing mine with the backs, and they look very, very similar. And I think you can tell on a lot of these they've got a lot of wear. You know what I mean? They've obviously been cleaned and handled for many, many, many years. So I'm quite confident these are old. But then the steam rally stuff is from the 80s and 90s. So But it feels like somebody collected the horse brasses at these
Yeah.
fairs and stuff. I don't know.
Line of Duty is about to start, so we're going to lose a load of people.
Oh, bye-bye, Line of Duty fans. Have fun.
Yeah, Stall says enough of that. He wants to see more jugs. So
Oh, you're only here for Andrew's
I'll
jugs.
show you the jug that I posted on Instagram earlier. This is the one that I picked up today.
That might be Andrew's most impressive jug yet.
It might be my favourite.
Think?
Yeah.
Who was it? Who's it by?
A Saddler.
Oh, it's a Saddler. It just screams 1970s.
Yeah.
Or even the 60s, really. You said that's more 60s? Anyway, big milk jug, gravy boat. Not really a gravy boat, is it?
No. Yeah, milk or sauce or something like that. Yeah.
Please, can you stay on for at least another 40 minutes until my rings are finished in the kiln?
We might do half an hour. I'm running out of room to put anything.
What was the empty GameCube game? Well, it was actually the Matrix. The case was bashed up, otherwise I'd have just grabbed it for the spare case. And the Matrix was a double disc game, but it only had one in.
Right, this
So I
is
didn't bother with it.
This is the wine carafe that I bought today. It's all wrapped up in bubble wrap.
And yeah, with scrap price as it is, you'll get your money either way. I think my money's safe to £12 for sure.
Okay. So it's a set. So got the carafe there. And then how many cups were there? Were there 2? I think there were 2. Oh no, 4.
I was going to say there's more than 2.
And then the little Pottery wine cups.
Drinking wine out of a ceramic thing would seem weird.
And it is what does that say? Oh, made in the USA, Pottery Craft. Pottery Craft, made in the USA. I don't think vintage, but I just like the look of it. So yeah, we've got 4 of those and the carafe.
You just liked it, so we brought it home. We had quite a long chat with this lady. She was a collector and was trying to downsize stuff. She had so much gear everywhere, but obviously she knew the value of a lot of it, so it wasn't cheap. You know, this was you liked it, and it was fairly cheap. So
as Stephen said, they look nice quality. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I was drawn to them.
It's one of those things. If you really like it, someone else out there will. And at a £5, you're never going to risk a great deal.
No.
Is it a sake set? Well, it says vino on it.
Yeah, because at first we thought maybe it's for water, but it says vino on it. So
we don't know.
Yeah.
There you go. See, Kate likes it as well.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wedding gifts. Yeah.
I'm just going to pop that down there, I think, for now.
Price, well, we got them for a £5. I have no idea what you're going to price them at to sell.
Oh, one for Lex.
Oh, yeah.
It's Welsh pottery, isn't it?
I really like that.
Yeah, I do actually have the saucer for this. I've had it for years because your mum gave it to me. So might actually put them together and either keep.
And that's where I recognise the pattern from. Yeah. That's very 70s, I want to say, probably miles out.
So this is one of the stars of the day from yesterday. It's we think, is this fat lava? Because you weren't sure, were you?
Well, I was doing some research.
It's West German.
Using the model number, this West German planter pot, whatever you want to call it, they're all over eBay in different glazes, different colors and designs of glaze, but the same model, right? But the ones that were going for like £30 or whatever were described as the fat lava, and I think that would qualify, but I'm not sure. But it is one of the more interesting.
Oh, here we are. Yeah.
Interesting patterns.
There you go.
Yeah. So similar ones described as such were going for 30, which really surprised me. I didn't think it would have that much value. It's a relatively small thing, but it's just really, really nicely done. So that was quite cool.
So from a relatively small thing.
So you've got the West Germany on the bottom, and there's the model.
To a relatively big thing.
Yeah.
Also West German.
Hold on. So this one's got its model number there.
And I said to Nick, you're going to kill me if I buy that, aren't you? But you seem to be quite encouraging, so I bought it.
Well, when the woman said £1, we were like...
Even if I use it myself and we never sell it.
Here's the thing. I mean, we may just keep it anyway, because it does fit in with our kind of decor. So, yeah. Oh, man, what are you doing?
I'm finding more stuffs.
I need to have a rummage in that 90s CD collection I bought. You've left me with a what's
I've
it?
left you with a planter.
Luby Lou says you don't see large pots. Oh, I've clicked on that. Amazing pickups. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. You don't see large pots very often. Is that Andrea's new tea mug? No, that's for wine.
Yes. Look, I bought wicker.
That's a whopper. Yeah. Planters are hugely popular at the moment. I was surprised at the completed prices on the smaller one. I haven't looked up the big one yet.
I bought a wicker bag and a celery pot. I've sold one of these before, but a different make. I think I sold the Sadler one before, and this, I don't know what this is. Can you see what that says on the bottom?
I don't know.
I've got my glasses on. I still can't see it. But yeah, a little rectangular wicker bag. Can't leave that behind.
It's all a bit smudged and small. There's a model number there, or not model, whatever you'd call it.
What was this? Bay ceramic. What was that for? The big part planter.
I don't know.
We're not writing this down, are we?
You guys made out like bandits. Today it didn't feel like we did very well. We drove around chasing our tails for most of it.
Oh, is that Verslim maybe? I'm not sure where we are.
See, I thought
it looks like silver.
Silvat was my first thought, but it doesn't look like it says that.
No, we did see some Silvac today, but she wanted too much for it. Anyway, I bought some placemats. They're not a particularly special brand, but
they've got cottages on.
I think they're going to be quite saleable because they've all got different designs of cottages on. So, and they're all in really, really good condition. Don't look like they've actually been used at all. Silvac will be in big letters at the bottom. Yeah, it's definitely not Silvac. So yeah, these are just really, really pretty. So even though they weren't anything particularly special, I remembered that we passed up some placemats that we didn't think were particularly special, and Carla bought them, made about £30 on them. So yeah, so I got those. I thought with the whole cottage core thing and everybody, well, not everybody, but there being a bit of a trend for cottages and the outdoors, they should sell well. Uh-oh, it's media.
We went to a store and they had 3 big boxfuls of CDs, just absolutely rammed. Started rummaging, and it's all good saleable stuff. It's 90s rock, indie, that sort of stuff. Totally up my street, taste wise as well. And he said 20p each or so many for £1. And I was like, oh, okay. And I started pulling out handfuls and getting loads. And I just said, how much do you want for the lot? Because it was all good stuff.
Stalls off.
Comfort break time.
I don't think that was Saddler because I've had the Saddler one before. It's slightly different design. So, yeah, I don't think it is Saddler, this one.
No.
No.
Anyway, I took the lot for £15. I don't know how many hundreds of CDs it is. Show you a few. I've not really sorted them, but whoever it was got into a band and bought all their stuff. So there's like, you know, if there's one Rage album in here, there's all of them. You know, it's like that, which is really cool because it makes it very easy to make bundles. Here we go. Look. Rage Against the Machine. Rage Against the Machine. So yeah, I will enjoy going through this. There's a lot of stuff in here that is up my street. Oh look, levelers. Ooh, letters from the underground. That looks a little bit obscure.
Happy birthday for tomorrow, Peter.
And there's some.
It's Peter's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Which Pete? Oh, is it?
Peter.
Hey, happy birthday, Pete. Smashing Pumpkins. There's like every Smashing Pumpkins album in here, which is so cool. Siamese Dream, the classic Melancholy double album.
If you need to contact us, our contact details are below, so you can either contact us through Facebook or through Instagram.
There's even some more sort of hard to heavy rock, so there's some Maiden stuff in here. I don't think there's a lot of Maiden, but that always sells. Pixies. I think there's quite a few Pixies albums. Well, they didn't issue that many albums, did they? But there's a few in here. I used to have Trompe Le Monde. I hope Trompe Le Monde's in here. I don't think I have that anymore. There's Weezer stuff. I mean, it's like so up my alley, this whole collection. So I just went, you know what? I'll buy the lot. Pixies. So yeah, I'm going to have fun with this one. Oh, James, nice. Camera Obscura. All sorts of stuff. Pearl Jam, you know, you name it. The Cure.
Lenny Kravitz best of there.
Even Lenny Kravitz snuck in there somehow. Right.
Yeah, Lex says that's basically her CD collection.
Yeah, well, this is what I kept just pulling stuff out going, ooh, and then I just thought, you know what? Save time. How much for the lot?
Right, I don't know how much more we've got left of interest.
Uh,
Plenty of bits and bobs like books and DVDs and stuff we bought. But...
yeah, I think we've shown most of the interesting stuff. I found the item that I had when we were chatting with the younger guy, whose name I still can't remember. That was when I picked up this. These aren't amazing. The next generation special edition plastic case ones, but this is new, still shrink wrapped, so it's going to be about £30. So it was worth going on, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing them used anymore. They don't seem to hold their value unless you can get a whole run of them or the whole set, and then they'd probably do really well. I think there's 7, is it? Yeah, I think it's 7. There you can see. I remember back when we had our media shop, there was some really good value in this sort of thing, but they really dropped these days. I think more people are just streaming stuff and they're not too bothered. But sealed, I was happy to pay a £5, and I'll aim for 30 on that.
I bought a very gaudy vase.
I looked this one up.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's Woodsware, if anyone's wondering.
So Arthur Wood. We had an Arthur Wood teapot.
That might have been upside down. It was.
You might remember the squirrel we had.
Yeah.
Which we bought another jumble trail for the same money, which was £1. The squirrel went for. Did the squirrel go for 150, 100 and something?
It was 100 and something.
The squirrel went for 100 and something. This we'll be lucky to get a tenner out of. But you've got to take a chance, right?
Yeah, and it was £1, so.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste. I don't know that I like it. It's got that luster Can you see it kind of? It's not showing up very well.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. I don't like it.
No, it's not my taste.
Not because it's
but
only worth a tenner. It's just I don't like it.
It's not my taste. It's not a keeper. But
And
you know,
these people.
I see. Like Lindsay likes that vase.
Oh, there you go. Exactly. And there's something for everyone, right? This family had cleared out their greenhouse and they just bought out loads and loads of ceramic pots. This was where you got this one.
Yeah, and the big German plant.
The giant German one. And they said to us, we bought 4 or 5 different pots and planters. And they said, do you want us to go and get more? There's loads in the greenhouse. But we didn't in the end. They said they bought out all the interesting stuff anyway.
Yeah.
There was only plain stuff left. So we left it at that. But yeah.
Yeah.
So that one wasn't amazing price-wise, but it should still sell.
Yeah.
Ooh. I see. Yeah, several people like it.
Yeah. I did buy that vase. It doesn't have any markings on it, though.
Is that a bird? Is that going to be a bird?
I think, yes, it is.
Oh,
a bird.
it is, yeah.
It is a bird.
It's got legs.
Oh, right the other way. Like that. But yeah, no markings on that, but nice bit of studio pottery all the same. I do remember what I did buy that was really quite nice.
You'd have to take acid to enjoy it.
Up again.
People seem to be enjoying it as it is.
I bought 2 vintage sleeping bags. So
yeah, I like that bird one as well. That's more up my street.
That one, which is blue check. I'm going to have to get these back in the bag now.
Yeah, you surprised me. You had one like this, didn't you?
Yeah,
Not before.
I had one like this. I sold it for what, 25? I think.
Might have been more than that. Might have been 30.
Very similar to that, which I sold for 25.
Do you always check the zips on those? I would imagine that's what goes.
I didn't check it this time around.
Oh,
Tempting fate. Yeah, that's fine. But that was the one I wanted, but she said £5 for the pair. So, yeah.
That was the lady we got the
wine carafe.
American, yeah.
So yeah, I was quite chuffed with that.
What's it? Lex knew you would zap them. What?
Sorry.
Zoe thinks she had that sleeping bag as a kid. I remember them being like that.
Yeah.
They're really nice. They're much more cozy than the kind of shiny ones you get today. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they're probably not quite as warm, to be honest.
No. Yeah, it is a concern when somebody just constantly buys awkward breakable stuff. How are we going to pack it all?
You are the packaging master.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you've been troll bashing. Did we have a troll? Did we have a troll? Oh, poor little trolls.
Yeah.
Shame. Oh, good night, PvP. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Yeah, night, PvP.
Just up a chair.
Right,
now.
I think
There we go.
we shared all of the vaguely interesting stuff. It was one of those days. Today was okay. We had to drive down to Chingford, and it was a frustrating one. But we did find a few nice bits. There were no home runs. There was nothing that's going to make us loads of money.
Did we say why it was frustrating? Did I tune you out
we,
this part?
I think we touched on it. It was frustrating because a lot of stalls hadn't set up.
Yeah.
Even later on in
you
the
end
day.
up driving to various locations and then finding they're not even there.
Yeah.
And that does happen generally. Like you find 1 or 2 stalls aren't there, but this was happening again and again and again and again, and it was just like, oh my goodness.
But see, if you had an app, you could notice, you could take the stall off or mark it as closed or didn't set up. Anyway.
But yeah, exactly. At least we had fun rummaging around, and we did.
Yeah. It was well worth going. But the one on Saturday was better. It was a more manageable size.
Yeah.
But again, the mat was a bit painful.
We did manage to navigate it a bit better this time.
Yeah. I'll quickly share this. I do like the proper vintage, like 1950s, 60s Meccano. So this little bag is full. I haven't really had a good rummage, but it's breaking apart. Look how cool, the little metal wheels. To get the really good money out of the vintage Meccano, from what I found, my limited experience is when you get the brass cogs and pulleys and all of that sort of stuff, you can really start to aim for some higher money. There's nothing really fancy in here. There are a few little brass bits, but nothing great. I think I paid £2. Yeah, it was 2.
Hi, Tom.
I'll just sell that as a job lot of vintage Meccano. Off the top of my head, I'd be guessing, but yeah, £2 is a good price for, what's that? An easy half, 3/4 of a kilo. So yeah, that was cool. Is Tom in?
Yeah, he's just popped in.
Hey Tom, hope you're well.
Neil and Jan ask, is there a car boot sale app to say where they are? There isn't, but that is something that
there
we
will
want
be
to integrate into it.
There will be. Woo.
Right, I think that might be it.
Are we done? Oh, Lainey, if you're still in.
Oh yeah,
It's Lainey's Fancy Man. I did an impression of Aquaman the other night, and it was spot on, wasn't it, Lainey? You have to admit, my impression of Aquaman was...
it's like Jason Momoa was in my kitchen.
It was hard to tell us apart, wasn't it, with my spatula? Huh?
Yeah, we don't have a barbecue fork, like, you know, that you could use.
Yes. I don't even know if Lainey's still in. No boots for you, Tom. You have too much. You finally dawned on you.
I think we have quite a bit now.
I made loads of space on the shelves. I cleared a whole rack, and now I've filled it up again with Peppa Pig and board games and whatever. Anyway, yes, it was Spatula Man. That's right. Yes.
Captain Cardboard.
Yes, the names that people came up with me for me weren't very manly and impressive. I was a bit disappointed. Right, I think we're going to let everyone go and enjoy their Sundays.
Yeah.
Those that are still with us.
How Line of Duty ends.
I'm not bothered.
I know you're not. I
Might go and have a bath. So anyway, that was the kind of highlights of what we picked up over the weekend. Yeah, nothing spectacular, no amazing stuff, but all saleable, all, you know, stuff that we're quite happy with. And we're going to enjoy listing it all.
Tom says, hoarder's got to hoard. Well, takes one to know one.
Yes. Yeah. We're all on that slippery slope to Hoarder Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So other news this week, you were jabbed.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a little bit of a chat now we're done hauling.
Hauling.
I had my first jab on whenever it was. Thursday. It was the AstraZeneca, and I did have a reaction. I felt spacey, and then that night I had cold sweats. I woke up in the morning and I ached from shoulders to knees, and had sweated all night. It was horrible.
It was lovely.
And then that happened the following night.
They really wanted to know all that detail.
Well, you know, people might be interested. And then that happened to a lesser extent the following night, and now I'm absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So that was my reaction to the AstraZeneca.
Amy says, I couldn't stop shaking. I was the same.
I didn't really get shakes. I felt like I'd taken some mild drugs, and then I got hot and cold, and the sweats was about the extent of it. I didn't get a headache, which I was pleased about.
That's good, because I had a horrible headache.
Yeah. Maggie, don't mention the jab. I had the worst case of the biggest shoulder pain. It felt like got glass shards in my shoulder. Isn't it weird how we're all reacting differently? Yeah. My jab site went bright blue. It's gone now.
Yeah, I said that's the alien stuff.
The alien blood. Yeah. Headaches.
Yeah.
Shakes. Yeah. Right. Oh, you didn't even get the cold sweats. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't get that. I had a temperature and I shook and I was ached all over.
No problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a complete lottery.
I'm very envious for those who didn't have any symptoms. Very envious.
Not heard that one before, you weirdo. Well, yeah, can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much for.
Don't worry too much, Zoe. It's fine, and it honestly, if you get anything, it passes really, really quickly. So,
yeah,
within the day, I was feeling so much better.
Yeah, a long hot shower and some paracetamol, and I felt fine.
You just need to have lots of sleep it off, hydrate yourself, and then, yeah.
Oh yeah, you were super lucky. Fantastic. No effects with either. First jab on the 8th. Yeah. Kathy saw my mum today for the first time in over a year. Oh my Lord. I was only allowed in for 30 minutes. It took 2 hours to get there.
Wow. Good to see her. Bet it was so good to see her.
That's tough though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you must be pleased.
Vamp Diva, don't be scared to get it. It's fine.
No, I'm not trying to put anyone off. I'm just trying to say it was fine, really. And if that's the worst, it's fine. You know,
I'd rather have that than actually have COVID. So
yeah. Ill for one night with the first, nothing with the second. Bad headache. Okay, yeah, exactly. Oh, your silver's nearly ready. Okay, we're going to leave you. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. We've still got 423 of you in, which is awesome. Do press the thumbs up if you enjoy it. I don't usually ask for that, but I'll go for it today.
Okay.
Yeah, press the little thummy uppy thing. Why not?
Subscribe to my future stuff, and I'll see you next time.
What on earth was that?
We watched too much Adam Hatton.
That didn't happen. We'll be back next week. I don't think I'm going to put any more fresh content out until next Sunday. I am enjoying doing other things. Well, I say I'm enjoying it. I'm trying very hard to get other things happening at the minute. So I'm trying to focus on other stuff.
Yeah. See, Nia knows what I'm talking about.
Adam Hatton, yes. Oh, he's always on in our house. I walk in the front room and these two are sat there watching Adam Hatton and his mate. What's his face?
We watch him every lunchtime.
Gary C.
Yes. We've started from the beginning again, and we watch him while we're eating our lunch.
You're rewatching all of his videos.
Yeah.
That's next level obsessive. That's mental. Right, we are going. Honestly, we are going. So, words of wisdom, please, for these wonderful people who have spent all this time with us.
Oh, sorry. I was reading Kim's comment.
I don't know why I bother. I don't know why.
That dust is going to your brain. I think you're right, Kim. Yes, stay safe and sanitize. Is that what you wanted me to say?
It's up to you what you say.
Yeah. Ooh, Gary C. Do love a bit of Adam and Gary.
I've lost control of this now. Are we done here? Are we done here?
Yeah.
We're done here. All right. We'll see you next week.
Have a good week, everyone.
Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed it. Ta-ra.